So, if you're looking for a small, portable, foldable electric bike that you can fit in your motorhome garage or your car, then maybe you should have a look at the iScooter U4. Let's see how we got on. Be useful if these pedals folded, I think. Put the seat up. No, okay, I'll lay it down then. Just drop the car off at service. Get home with this little bike ride. Yep, getting overtaken by kids. So let's talk about the power levels. So no power, and it's quite rideable. I can keep up about 8 miles an hour, but you are putting a bit of effort into it. It's not bad on the flat anyway. Power level 1, there we go, power level 1. It doesn't seem to make that much difference. If anything, I think it's made it slightly harder. Power level 2 takes you up to about 9 miles an hour, but you're still putting a fair bit of effort into it. But it's good exercise. But power level 3 and we're off. And I can go like this. And that's about as fast as I can pedal They get up to 15, 16 miles an hour, but you can't keep pedaling at that rate. Cruise control. Already a bit sketchy. It's okay. The suspension at the front does help. I've been on a couple of rough tracks before, possibly not quite this rough, but yeah, no, it's doing all right. As long as you're not in any big hurry. The brakes are good. Yeah, I like the brakes. Oh, where this is taking me. Someone's house. Where are you taking me here? I want to get to the visitor centre. Yeah, do have to work up hills there. That's all right, but once you're going, it's completely overgrown. So I'm not going down there. Ah, here we are. Looks like a sign for the visitor centre. Let's go in here. That wasn't too bad. Okay, surely then. Welcome in the visitor centre and shop. There we go.
In a quarter of a mile, turn right, turn left. In a quarter of a mile, turn right.
Oh, doing here?
Turn left.
Really?
In a quarter of a mile, turn right.
Oh, there we are. Okay, I'm back at the campsite. Specifications of the bike. First of all, the motor. The motor is rated at 250 watts. Maximum is 500 watts. It says it's got a range of 35 to 50 miles. The battery is a 36 volt, 10.4 amp hour lithium. It's IP65 rated, which means it's dust and low pressure water jet protected. It's good for 800 cycles before it's got 80% of its charge left. Yes, so switching it on, that's in the unlock position, that's off and that's on. You can't get the key out now and you can't get the battery out. And hold the M button to switch it on, and that's the control. So it's got 3 levels of speed assist, they call it. So first level, second level and third level. I've been using second and third. The third level takes you up to 15.5 miles an hour. The second level takes you up to 9 miles an hour, and the first level takes you up to 6 miles an hour, so pretty pointless really. Now the throttle will power the bike up to the speed set on the speed assist. So obviously if I'm on speed assist level 1, that would take you up to 6 miles an hour. On level 2 it would take you up to 9, and 15.5 on 3. And it's got an interesting feature as cruise control. And if I just lift the back of the bike up, hopefully I can show you that. So if I hold that down, I hold it down for about 10 seconds. That's cruise control. So now I can let go of the throttle and it will carry on at that power level speed. To stop it, either hit the brake or hit the throttle. I'll put it back on level, start on level 1. Lift the bike up again so I've got the back wheel off. Same, so if I hold the throttle, that's the maximum it will do, 6 miles an hour. hold the level 2, just about 9 miles an hour. And like I say, if you hold that, I think it's about 12 seconds if you hold that for 12 seconds. Yeah, if you hold it for 12 seconds, that operates the cruise control. Can you see that? Yeah, I can see it now. It's got a little speedo symbol. The other functions on here, if I press M, it's got a trip meter. A volume, I think that means how much battery is used. I'm not quite sure about that. You've got, next to that, you've got the current speed, I think that is. How long you've had the bike switched on, basically, I think that is. And that's how far a trip you've gone. I've obviously just been spinning the wheels. And that trip is basically the trip is how long you've gone since you last switched it on, and that's how long it's been switched on. And that's how far you've gone on since the last trip, so that's how many miles I've done. I've done 11 miles on it. Now if I hold the two buttons together, that gets us into the setting menu, and here you can change from miles to kilometres. You press the M to save it. That's switching the cruise control on or off, so I've got it on because it's on 1. Doesn't stay on very long. PO3, can't remember what PO3 is. I'll do a voiceover. PO3 is the screen brightness. 1 means the lowest and 3 means the highest, and PO4 is the odometer resetting. When selecting PO4, hold the plus to reset the odometer, and PO5 is basically the unlock. You can set how fast the maximum speed is. I'm just leaving it on 25, I don't really need to go any faster. And M to save it. Press it again, and you're back to where you are. So there's very simple controls. It comes with a 42 volt charger. It's got a little green light on, or red light when it's charging, or green light when it's finished. It's 42 volt and it's 2.5 amp. Yeah. So well, it actually says 2 amp max on there. Interesting. The frame is steel alloy. The tyres are 16-inch by 2.25. And they're fairly chunky. They've been all right on some fairly rough tracks. Alloy wheels, which is nice to see. No spokes to brake. It has apparently 111 lumen front light and a battery operated light that I realise I've left flashing since my last ride. You can switch it off, permanently on, or flashing. So I'll switch it off. And there's obviously got a battery in there somewhere. Pity it's not linked to this battery. Discs at the front, they are cable operated, but they work very well. I'm quite impressed with those. There's the discs at the back, and you can see the size of the motor compared to the wheel there. But yeah. The throttle is an addition, it is an option. Now, some people question the legality of that. I understand that the rules have changed. You are allowed to have a throttle now as long as it doesn't exceed 15.5 miles an hour. So that's good. Front and rear brakes. And they operate on the UK side, so in other words, the right-hand side one operates the front brakes, and that one operates the back brakes, which is good to see. The suspension on the front, the notes say it's adjustable, but I don't think it is. I can't see how you adjust it. There's this thing up here, but it hardly seems to me. I just think that's just an end cap. There's no sort of markings on it. So I don't think it's adjustable, but the suspension seems to work okay. Now, here's the thing that surprised me about this bike, is the weight of it. It's 58.42 pounds or 26.5 kilos. So it's quite a heavy little bike. I think it's probably because of its steel construction. Oh, and you feel the weight of it. It's no derailleur gears, just a straight cog on the back. One thing I do like about it is the tyre valve is offset. And the reason for offsetting it is because you can't necessarily get a pump in there in the short wheel space. And that's especially true on the back wheel, if I can find where the valve is. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, very difficult to get a pump in otherwise. You just, particularly a screw-in pump, you wouldn't get it in there. So it's nice to see that they've thought about that. Got a reflector on there as well. And it comes with mud guards. It's got a bike rack on the back, which is actually built in that, so it's not, you can't take it off. But the screw holes for a pannier there. A little side stand. The pedals are fixed type pedals. I would have liked to have seen foldable pedals, but you can always upgrade it. To take the battery out, put it in unlock, take the key out, and you can drop the seat, get it out of the way. Always get this the wrong way around. Push it up, that's it. So that lever there sort of unlocks it, and now you can get the battery out if you haven't got your lock in the way. I should be able to get that out. There we go. And that's the battery out. So it's just a very simple sort of thing, sliding mechanism there, and it drops into there. Now the only thing I would comment is I do wonder how waterproof just having those connectors exposed like that would be, but they say it's splash proof. I wouldn't take it in a Ford. Yeah, so putting the battery back, you have to make sure it's in that sliding thing there. That's it. And that's the battery back. And then the seat locked. So the dimensions, first of all in metric, 143 by 53 by 110 centimetres, 56 inches, 56.3 inches by 20.9 inches by 43 inches. It's not a huge bike. I mean, a lot of the weight is down low. Its payload, so the rider capacity, is 120 kilos. And it's suitable for riders from 5'3" to 6'4", it says. There's a frame and parts 2-year warranty, and there's a 1-year warranty on the battery. The big thing about this is the price. The price is actually £469.99. So considering how much a lot of electric bikes cost, in the thousands, this is obviously a good value proposition. See if I can show you the folding mechanism. You've got this lever that locks it in place. Okay, obviously put it round, and then you can adjust it. Obviously it screws up, and then to lock it, you do that. But to unlock it, what you've got to do is it's spring loaded. Now there's under there's like a bolt, so that sort of locks it in place. So you move that up, and then you pull that up, and then you can fold it. So that's quite good as an extra sort of safety mechanism. And you've got the same on the front, the forks. So you just move it across. It's easier to see here actually. See that bolt locks it in place. So even if this comes undone, that shouldn't be going anywhere. So I do like that, that's quite clever. Bit of extra safety mechanism. The handlebar stem is obviously adjustable as well. Same thing, you've got a knurled nut there to adjust the tightness. So you let that down. and of course the seat post as well. And that's adjustable. So I've got that fairly tight because I was finding that the seat was slipping down. Right. Let's just show you folding the bike. So start with the start with the handlebars. And move it to one side. It's quite stiff actually. That folds down like that. I think really ideally you ought to put a bit of padding in there because the handlebars actually knock against the fork there. So it might be an idea to put a bit of padding around that. Same with this. Oh, that's quite tight, and then take it out, lift it up, and then you can turn it. Before you do that, make sure you've got the pedals in a reasonable position. That's it. And I also would probably drop the seat, tilt it forward and take the battery out. Yes, so take the battery out, you will need the key, and you put it in the unlock position. In the unlock position. Oh, let's find the unlock position. Off. Yeah, so unlock position. Get it in there. That's it, it's marked. And it'll save a bit of weight when you're storing it. And then you can just again pull that out. And there we are, it's folded. Folded. The handlebars stick out a little bit. And it's, because of the weight, I mean it's still 20 odd kilos. I'm not sure I want to be carrying it on a train. But at least it does go in the garage, in the motorhome. So putting it back together again, it's really a case of bringing this forward, and you have to lift that up that way, and then it will lock. Put that down in there, clip it in place, bring the handlebars up, and that will just latch in place, that one. There we are. Battery around the right way. And that's it. All ready to go. Well, let's talk about the likes and dislikes. First of all, the dislikes. It's quite heavy, it's 26 kilos, and yeah, you can feel it. It's probably because of the solid steel alloy frame makes it quite heavy, but maybe that makes it quite strong as well. The other thing I'm not so sure about is the speed settings. There's only 3 speeds, and that you can't go any faster than the speed settings allow you, no matter how hard you try. And I've tried pedalling, and it just seems to sort of stop you going any faster. So I've tended to leave it on speed setting 3, and even then you can only go up to 50 miles an hour, and you can't pedal any faster. It's all right once you're going downhill, it's fine. Let's talk about the things I like about the bike. Well, it's compact, and it's got a really good folding mechanism. It feels quite solid and quite secure. I like the pannier rack. That's quite good, the fact it's built in, and it looks quite sturdy. I quite like using the cruise control. That's quite good fun. It turns it into more of like a scooter than anything else. The controls are quite simple as well. It's very easy to understand. There's no real messing about with a lot of complicated menus. It's easy to ride, and the alloy wheels, I really like the alloy wheels, the solid. There's no spokes to brake on slightly rougher track, and it does do quite well on rougher tracks as well. There's a bit of dust on it there, as you can see. And Yeah, it's not bad on rougher tracks. It's not an off-road mountain bike by any stretch of the imagination. I quite like the chunky tyres. They're quite good. I think they're 2-inch tyres, and of course the price, under £500. A lot of electric bikes are way over that nowadays. So if you're looking for something that's you're going to use occasionally, maybe this is worth having a look at. So in conclusion, it may be suited for someone who's never ridden an electric bike before. It's quite friendly, it's easy to get on and off, it's not too powerful, it's not going to scare you. It's going to be quite good for getting around campsites and popping to the shops, but it's definitely not a long distance bike. So if you're looking for that sort of bike, then maybe this is for you. Yeah, so thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon. Bye then.